All right, as promised, I'm going to do the review of the different bodysuits that I have gotten over the past couple weeks. Before I get into it, let me go over my stats real quick. I am 5'3", so I am on the shorter side. My torso is on the shorter side as well, so I don't have a super long torso, so keep that in mind. If you're tall with a long torso, these reviews may not apply super well to you. I'm 145 pounds. I am curvy, so I've got wide hips, and I've got big girls with a little bit of an hourglass figure. So my measurements, and this is just kind of rough, I didn't actually measure them out. I'm about in the hips, probably around a 41, 42, somewhere in there. My stomach, I'm about a 28, and my chest, I am about a 36, 34, D, double D, somewhere in that range, depending on where I'm at in my cycle. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. This is the first one. So this is the black Onga Softs, I think is how you call it. I'll make sure that I provide the links to it. I have actually owned this one since August, and I've worn it both for working out and for lifestyle, like with a big flannel Sherpa thing over it and whatnot. I actually really, really love this one. It's got a really nice back, so in the summertime, if you want to show that off, that's nice. It's not gonna have as much as a glute contour as Buff Bunny, right? This is just what it is. It's just a straight up and down, so you're not gonna get that good glute contour. I do find it bunches a little bit for me, but again, almost every legging I put on does, so that doesn't bother me. It does have the inseam coming up in the front. If that's going to bother you, that could be a deal breaker for me. I don't mind it. It's a dark color. I'm not getting a ton of that dreaded camel toe. And also know that I work out from home. I have a home basement gym, so even if I get some camel toe, it doesn't bother me. I'm not working out in public. But that said, I haven't really noticed it that much with this particular one, and it could be because of my shorter torso. Either way, I really love this one. It's got a built-in bra, and it's got the pads that you can take in or out, and it's checking. It's not a shelf bra, so it's all built in. So it's gonna have some support, but I wouldn't wear this, for example, to my cycle bar cycling class, but it's totally fine for just lifting weights or walking around, those types of things. So for me, depending on what you're looking for, I really like this one. I really recommend it. I think it's functional with a little bit of cuteness added into it. All right, here's the Love Soft one. It's in gray. It's the one that's got the little titty moment going on right there. Now I ended up getting this in 2 different sizes. I originally ordered it in medium, and I put it on, and I was like, oh, this is kind of got a lot of fabric going on, a lot of bunching, so I got it in small. And I think I need it in between a small and a medium. So we've got the small one first, and we'll show that. I actually think if it's really good through here, it's got a cute back moment as well. Similar to the first one that I showed, it doesn't have any glute contouring either. It's just going to have the seam coming right up the butt crack, if you will, and it also has a front seam. So I think one of the biggest things you're gonna find with a lot of these Amazon dupes is that it's gonna still have a front seam. So just FYI there. The one reason that I wanted to try this one out is it had this cute thing here, and this is where the small might be a little too much. Like, it's showing quite a bit of titty there, and I'm not quite sure if I'm comfortable with that outside of my own home gym. Being able to wear it for lifestyle is something I also want to be able to do. And it's also bringing a little bit more action here than maybe a bigger size. For the small, it does fit the chest area fine, and it fits everywhere else. It's just a few little minor things. Again, though, I can actually already feel it pulling up through here. So if you have a long torso, the small is probably not going to work for you. Let's try the medium. Same jumpsuit, size medium now. The one thing I did forget to mention, this one as well has a built-in little bra that has the removable cup pads in it. Sometimes I just leave them in, sometimes I'll take it out. It still has a little bit of the peekaboo here. And again, I'm kind of torn about it. If I could pull it down and it stay in place, I might be okay with it. It still fits, but we're just gonna get a little bit more gapey now because we've went up to the medium, and a little bit more extra fabric on the legs, and not too bad, especially for a 5'3" girl. I'm not too disappointed with that. Still get a little bit, because it's a lighter color, right? So it's a little bit of a lighter color, so I'm still getting a little bit of camel toe, if you will. Again, like I said, that to me, that's not always a deal breaker. That doesn't really bother me. If it bothers somebody else, that, you know, just keep that in mind. I'm on the fence with this one. I have a feeling I'm going to send it back. I just don't think I'll wear it enough to justify keeping it. Yeah, I just don't know how much in public I would wear this with this kind of popping out like that, right? And I can't quite get this to sit right here, which is where I think it's intended to. It wants to kind of pull up, and just note that these straps are not adjustable. So it's gonna fit just how it fits. Okay, this one is probably the most anticipated one because it's the closest to the Buff Bunny one that just came out. It's by Oxjox, or however you say it, the JOX one. So some details about it. It does have the built-in bra. Well, built-in bra is a strong term. It's not really a shelf bra that's gonna lift you up. It's just got a little bit of extra liner with the pads in there. So if you're looking for that shelf bra that pushes up, you're not gonna get that. But it does have the crisscross back. It doesn't have the one going across, but it's got the crisscross back and the low V back going down. It does have a little, I don't know if you can tell, like you can see a little bit of the scrunch action here. Some people like it, some people don't. So it's just something to note. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. It's not quite, you know, one thing that Buff Bunny does so well that you're not going to get almost anywhere else is just that crazy glute contour. Paragon, Petula, they do a pretty good job of it, but if you're getting something off Amazon, you don't tend to see it as well. So you're not getting a glute contour here as much, but you know, you could probably pull that in there, get a little bit more. It's still got a little bit of this boning through here, so you get that that corset look. And I have to kind of pull this down to get it under the boobs, so very similar to the Buff Bunny one. If you are bigger chested, you're going to have a cleavage moment in it. Through here and everywhere, I do think I could size down to a small. This is a size medium, forgot to mention that. This is a size medium, and I almost start to get a little bit gapage here. And it's a little loose here, but that said, if I go to a small, I don't think we're safe anymore. I think the world's gonna see my girls. So I'm not comfortable going down to a small. I think if I keep it, I've got to go with a medium. Now that said, I actually think this is going to be very similar to how the Buff Bunny one's going to fit. As far as like where it's going to hit your chest at, how low it's going to come down here on the back. So it really boils down to, I think I paid $40 for this. Do you want to pay $40 for this and have maybe just a slightly, I don't even want to say necessarily not as cute, right? Because it really just boils down to preference. So you prefer the details of the one that Buff Bunny has versus the one that this one has. For me, the fact that it's half the price, because let's be honest, this is not something I'm going to wear every single day, like a pair of leggings. I'm going to wear it a few times and I might be done with it, right? But I think I can definitely use it for workouts, like a good yoga class or a little bit of lifting weights, especially upper body. And I would definitely be able to wear it for lifestyle, like, you know, layer it with a spice crop jacket, for example, or something like that. So I actually think I'm probably gonna keep it. I think I like it better than that gray Love Soft one that had the little titty moment under here. Actually, I'd rather have my titty moment up here than under here. So for me, I'm gonna think on it, but I'm leaning towards keeping it. I don't know, what do you guys think? All right, I know I said 3, but I'm gonna throw in a bonus one. And this one I'm sending back. That's why I didn't even originally put it in the post. But in case you were looking at it, I'll just go ahead and review it for you as well. This is the OQQ ribbed one piece. And I was like, oh, a ribbed, because I really like the Material Girl leggings. And I was like, okay, I bet that might be cute, right? Well, it doesn't have any type of built-in bra or double lining or pads or anything. And for me, the whole like beauty of a one piece is it's a one-stop shop. I don't have to pick out a bra, I don't have to pick out a top, I don't have to do anything other than throw it on, some socks and shoes and go, right? So this is already a deal breaker for me because of how large my chest is. I need some sort, at least a little bit of some sort of support. So I even have, I'm not wearing a bra right now, so you can see there's just nothing there. Also, it's, I guess, seamless. There's 0 seams anywhere, like anywhere. There's nothing going on in the back, nothing. I look like a brown rib turd. That's what I look like. And I don't find it to be flattering at all. Like, at least, you know, when you're getting a bodysuit, you're gonna have that little bit of that little wrestler look, right? That's just how it is. However, at least with the other ones, they've got either a cute back or some cute detail going on in the torso, something to kind of give it that feminine flair, that feminine touch to where you could still turn it into a lifestyle piece. This I genuinely feel like more like just that that dress like wrestler look. So anyway, this one's definitely going back. And that's it. That's all I have. I hope you find it helpful. Reach out or DM me if you have any questions about any specific ones. But yeah, the order that I would top them in is this black one that I did first. If I didn't say it's a size medium, it's a size medium as well. It's definitely my top choice, even with the front seam. Front seams aren't always a deal breaker for me. So I like that one. Followed by the Ox Jocks Buff Bunny dupe that doesn't have the front seam. By the way, I just don't think it's quite as functional because the chest area is going to be a little bit more precarious. And then followed after that by the Love Soft. I actually think I'd like the Love Soft better without that mesh detail right here. They have a couple other versions on that same, I guess it's the same brand, but you can get it on the same link on Amazon. So I might look at a couple different versions for that. And 0 out of 10 recommend this one. All right, thanks.